My God, what a fight that was. Why is this? Oh, wow, this is not as loud as I want it to be. Why does it need to be so freaking loud? Especially when I don't have this... What the fuck is going on with my desktop sound settings all of a sudden? What on earth is up with my desktop sound settings all of a sudden? Hey, also welcome, Doc Pestis, Bin Bun, and Artificer Yoni. I am fighting all sorts of... Okay, there we go. That's more like what I want. Okay. And, okay, now it's loading up. Load game, delete the top file. Go back, already. So it is now time to put all of my boxing skills to their finite and utmost. I still have the randomizer installed. Might have wanted to check that before I, Hold on a second. Give me just a second to undo the randomizer. Professional quality streaming. Let's go. Alright. Random seed. There's the Dark Souls item randomizer. Run. How do I fucking uninstall this thing or get it to unrun? Export. What actually was the trick? There's a really simple way to do it. Is it just, I'm actually gonna have to Google this, because it's been a while since I last did Dark Souls. Alright, give me a second. Give me a second here. Everything will be fine. Don't worry, don't panicking. Everything's fine. Also, welcome, Cimmerillion WF. Dark Souls item randomizer undo. Nexus mods. Oh, terrible website that I hate. Overview removal instructions. Aha, there it is. Data params / game param. This to randomize. Delete the .back extension. Alright, now it should run just fine. Now we should have no issues. Don't panic, Pinbun. Everything's under control. Everything should be fixed now. It'll be great. Everything will be fine. I hope. Yeah? Things working fine? Also, let me know if the audio balance is all fucked. It looks like it is on my end, but I have no idea what the hell's going on with my audio balance this past couple of days. I just set it up to fucking +0 for desktop audio to get it to, like, not be super quiet. I normally have it, like, -10. It's all weird and bad and wrong, and I don't like it. Okay, here we go. Game. Game is running. Game is running? Game is running. New game. What's the name of that one guy from He-Man? The one with the fist? Who fists as hard as he can, but he couldn't fist them all? Fisto? Mephisto? What? Do you not know about that guy, Pinbon? Hold on, let me actually look that up real quick then for you. God, what was it? Fist them as hard as I could, He-Man? Alright, hold on. Today... He-Man, I fisted them. Come on, Google, work with me here. He-Man Fisto. Here it is. No? Where is it? Fuck's sake, okay. You move you here. Not that one. Not this one. Hold on, your meme will be delivered shortly. Please wait warmly. Here we go, here it is. You can't see, He-Man's dialogue is cut off, but he says, "Are you alright, my friend?" To which Fister replies, "I fisted hard, He-Man, but I could not fist them all." This is an actual panel from the comic, apparently. I never read it, because I don't read comics, but... yeah. That is... yes. Absolutely correct, Neurals. What do you mean, it's lewd? There's nothing wrong with fisting people, you're just punching them. There's nothing I can say so about violence. What are you on about, Pinbun? Stop being weird. Alright, let me kill this again. And I cannot actually have browsers running and Dark Souls going at, like, a frame rate. Oh, fuck, it's the wrong thing. Ah, fuck. No, but it's fine, I can do this. Perpetual state of duct tape. Hey, Spurbus. Yeah, no, we were just, talking about He-Man. He-Man as normal. Okay, so I want to check something real here. Endurance crap, vitality crap versus Pyromancer, who has better vitality and endurance and some intelligence. The Sorcerer has 15 more intelligence. I'm actually gonna start Pyromancer. And Master Key as always. Very slim to reduce our collision mesh. I love how these two got totally switched up. Far East Traveler is supposed to be, like, these are backwards. He looks Asian, so he's supposed to be Far East Traveler, but he's not. He's Eerie Great Swamp. And if you have the switch over to female, then it is the correct way, which I find even funnier. Alright, let's go for the Dante look. Silver, sure, why not? I really want to bother picking up the shield. It's so bad, but I might need it for the first boss. So I could do, you know, fighting the first Silent Demon by himself in a massive display of Machismo. I don't really wanna. I don't really wanna. Okay, grab this. I don't need you. Because I'd rather... Wow, the frame rate on this is terrible. I guess that I do still have Unpacked Dark Souls for Unmodding going. Meh. I'll just live with it. Oh god, everything feels wrong because I played too much Noid and it didn't give me a chance to reverse the camera controls. But it's fine, I guess. I can attune spells at a bonfire in the tutorial, right? That's a thing? Hey, Asinine Quasar, how's it going? Yes, I can unattune Fireball. I don't want to accidentally, you know, cast a Fireball. I'm not gonna have a Fireball. Let's see, isn't there a glitch? I actually do want to keep the Broken Straight Sword. Hey, Bodo Sekal! And yes, let us fucking go! Not going for Fist and Naked Run? I mean, I could. I don't really want to? Because it just forced me to light roll dodge stuff instead of like, we'll pick up the shield. Instead of just being with the tank and spank stuff, and I enjoy tank and spank. Tank and spank is fun. Oh, those frame rates are getting crusty. Oh boy. Yeah, so the reason I picked Pyromancer over anything else, including over Sorcerer, who was my second choice, was because I am going to be tumble buffing my fist. That is still technically fist damage, because I'm delivering it with a fist. And doing this bare fist with no buffs isn't actually, I believe, possible in the case of Four Kings? I know, here's our first victim. Get fucking wrecked. Do I want to equip shield? I guess I may as well. But, yeah, I'm just gonna be double buffing the fist, and if you don't know what that is, it's a glitch where you buff one thing, and then in the middle of the buff animation, switch your weapon so that it buffs the wrong thing. Cestus is not fist, it's Cestus. So you are correct, Cestus is not allowed. Come on, those are both great parries. Come on, game, you're just screwing me over here. Be honest and real for a second. And this is why there's the environmental damage clause, because I am going to push people off stuff, because it's simpler that way. I don't give a shit about the Pyromancy Glove. Actually, I do give a shit about the Pyromancy Glove. Because I can use that to cast Power Within. Oh boy, here we fucking go. Ooh, 30! That'll shave off 15 punches! only have to punch him 390 times. Ooh, boy, the frame rate. It's fine, though. Fine, everything's fine. Hey, Glimmy Cat. Yeah, I do got this. It's just gonna take forever. Why would anyone do this for fun? Because that's the kind of man I am. You know, I'm a big fan of boxing. And all sorts of martial arts and MMA and all that stuff. I had a lot of fun doing those, so I thought I'd recreate that fun in Dark Souls. I mean, I have all sorts of fun stories of getting my ass beat so hard I was pissing blood for a week. Or, you know, breaking like 3 ribs in a fight. He's gonna back me into a corner, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna do the butt stomp. With a massive lingering hitbox. You know, I probably could have actually fought this guy bare fist. Hey, oh, I also have a Wiggly for those of you who have better Twitch TV. You can see in the bottom left, or bottom right? Yeah, bottom right. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen, so it's mirrored compared to what you guys are seeing. That's just how it be. And he's doing a butt slam. Bonk. Around behind him. He does have the thick dumpy. And pretty much the way you win this fight is by shoving your face in his ass and never letting go. That's just how it be. But I have to let go here because he's about to sit on me. I want him out of the corner. Get back to the center of the map, please. That's good enough. What? I hit roll. Why did it not roll? Maybe the frames got eaten by the input. Other way around, but you know what I mean. Alright, good news. We are 10% of the way there. We only need to spend another, 20 minutes here in this fight. Only another, couple hundred punches to go. I hit the button! If I Estus now, he's gonna do a jumping attack. That's fine, I'll take a shockwave hit. Yeah, so this is also one of the reasons I didn't want to fist him without Estus, because it's a pain. Like, I have so much less margin for everyone I don't have healing. Sense of sadomasochism. It's not masochism, I'm just doing things that I find fun. And not at all doing stupid shit to desperately try to farm internet clout. Probably should have run the opposite way, come to think of it. Meh. On those juicy thighs. But yeah, if I was doing just like a fist weapon only, then I could just grab the claw and be done with it. Because claw's a terrible weapon, but it is like a weapon that's usable. I really hate the lack of omnidirectional rolling in this. See, I can hit the roll button. It's easy. He's really going crazy on the butt stomps, huh? Alright. And if you think this is sadomasochism, I am working out the details on a 2-point Desert Bus collab. Ever good fist weapon in Souls? Yes! Dark Souls 2 has good weapons of every weapon class. There's good fist weapons, there's good whips. Even the broken straight sword was pretty good. I got caught on his leg. It feels so bad going back from Dark Souls 2's omnidirectional rolling to Dark Souls 1. Can't do careful positioning and movement in Dark Souls 1, just gotta mash that roll button. Yes, in fact, most of the fist weapons in Dark Souls 1 were pretty good. Not like the work hook, which is a claw. In fact, claws are kind of shit as a whole. Though the mannequin claw is the least bad of them. Oh, come on. I wasn't even near that. Yeah. I don't want him to turn around like this. Turn the other way, please. Thank you. Now keep on backing up. No, back up. There we go, that's what I want to see. Just staring at this man's ass for an hour during this boss fight. Also, if you haven't played Dark Souls 2 and used the Bone Fist, you are missing out. That's one of the most fun weapons in the entire series, and it's actually good. Like, Bone Fist plus, what was it, Ice Rapier is just overpowered. And kind of broken in the hands of people who know what they're doing. He's against the wall again. I was not at all the direction I was holding to roll, but whatever. Forgot how bad lock-on is in Dark Souls 1. Everybody use cases, but I think fist weapons is the whole no-range thing. I mean, the Bone Fist kind of fixes the no-range issue with having stuff like Hadokens and jump kicks, as well as moving the player more than their fair share forwards during a lot of its attacks. I hit. Ah. Yeah, I didn't have time to like actually reinstall the thing. Otherwise, I would have done that, and there would be no like frame rate issues because it would be running with Unpacked DS Fix for modding. But I didn't think to do that because I thought I had already done that. How did that even hit me? Let's just go for like actual movement strats. He's doing his thing. Yes, controlling it like it's Dark Souls 2, the game that controls good. I love how they felt the need to add physics to his massive ass. Like, they don't have tit physics on any of the ladies. But they do have ass physics on this guy. It's a dedication to something, but I'm not sure what. It'll miss, hopefully. I love how these guys still have the invisible shock... Well, not invisible shockwave that Vanguard had. These guys are basically modified from Vanguard Demon in Demon Souls, who had an actual, like, completely visible shockwave, and it is fly up and butt stomp attack. Visually appealing. That's a way to think of it. And when Vanguard did his butt stomp, an actual physical shockwave shot out, which gave you a very, very intuitive understanding of where you can stand and not get stand because the hitboxes were, like, visible instead of not visible. Over here, gotta do another one on the right. Oh shit! Paper bag! Welcome Raiders! Fuck. I'd have more time to greet you, but I'm in the middle of a very, very difficult boss fight. The tutorial boss. Probably gonna be the straight-up hardest fight in this entire run. Even more so than Ornstein and Smo. Yes, we are currently playing through Dark Souls 1, using just the bare fist. Which means that I am going to be plinking this guy down for 2 damage at a time until I can get some buffs for my fist. Which is gonna take a while. Oh, come on. Lock-on rolling this game is bad. I hope I don't lose 20 minutes into this boss fight. That would be annoying. That'd be sure horrible. And if you're wondering, yes, I just did the speedrun route to get through this area. And then just... I've been at the boss for the rest of the stream, which is going on for 30 minutes now. That's how this run be. But it's fine, he's almost half dead, but I'm pretty low on Estus. Boy. The fact that the frame rate isn't doing the best because I've unpacked Dark Souls for modding doesn't help either. Because it keeps eating my dodge inputs, which is the only reason I ever get hit. Otherwise I'd be doing, you know, casually a no-hit bare fist run because I'm just that good at video games. But unfortunately, I'm limited by the weaknesses of my machine. Punchio Buns. I don't actually know that song. I'm gonna have to remember that song in case I do a highlight video series of this. Oh fuck. Why did chat just crash? Chat just straight up crashed on my end. Maybe this is a GPU issue because I can't see anything. Chat is just empty. I see a Wiggly in there. There's a single lone Wiggly floating in the void. Okay, now chat's back. Yeah, I think my GPU might be dying. I mean, if it dies, I'll probably have to do a GoFundMe or something because I legitimately cannot afford another one. Not with how things are getting over here. Punch, punch, punch. Oh my god, can't see shit except the ass. Get me out of the wall, camera. Be far enough away. Yeah! Everyone give this skeleton money for clout and a better PC. Yes. And also just for having given me money. I didn't input that roll. I think this is more frame rate issues. Bait out and attack, please. Attack, please. What? Look at those hitboxes! Literally 10 feet away from him and I died. Okay. My god. Alright, well, time to spend another half hour doing that. Yeah, this is why I was complaining about this boss fight's hitboxes earlier. They're like objectively terrible. You can't defend that. On. Out of here, nerd. Out of here, nerd! But I should be able to get off the double hit bug at the start. It'll reduce the number of blows I have to spend on him by a little bit. Alright. So for those of you who don't know, the double hit bug, that is not what I wanted to lock onto. What the fuck? Is when you do a jumping attack off this ledge. That wasn't the double hit bug. In fact, something kind of broke there. I'm not sure what, but I did extra damage, but it's fine. I did like 3 hits of landing on him damage. Which was the extra 6. Okay. Nice. That's 3 hits of not having to, like, melee him. Giving myself some time. You know what this song really wants me to make me do? I want to do a Demon Souls gorilla. I'll do that Thursday morning. Yeah, so I'm thinking of transitioning to an all-morning schedule stream. It's on the lowest graphics setting. Do you really think Dark Souls 1 Original Prepare to Die Edition, not remastered, had things as advanced as graphic settings? Now, the issue here is just that it's loading too much shit into memory. I can't tell what the fuck's going on. But I dodged it anyway, because I'm that good. Camera. No, Prepare to Die Edition does not have graphics settings or anything fancy like that. It just has pain. What was I talking about? Oh, right, yeah, I was thinking of switching to an all-morning schedule. There's Potato PC mods. There are. It's called the default mode. It's just that I have a mod going that makes it use more memory. To make it possible to mod. That's not a position I want you to be in. Kindly refrain. Now I should be able to run behind him, lock back on. Oh, alright, no, I wanna be on his right cheek. I'm gonna stick to his right cheek for a bit. That's his left cheek. Come on, go to the fuck. Whatever. Circle back around. What the hell was that move? If I stick to his right cheek, which I can't do apparently, we're just stuck in a wall and this is not a good place to be. Especially a bad place to be when the Windows licensing pop-up happens. Oh boy, that's gonna be a thing to deal with, isn't it? I think that fucked me over once yesterday when I was doing Blindfolded Dark Souls 2. Hey, Baloris, welcome to Demon Butt. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Demon's Crest Thursday morning. Just because that's a good game that not a lot of people have heard of. That's really good and on brand. Bad? No, this is a horrible view. This is the worst view. Dude, unironically, imagine the smell. Do you think shit like this actually washes themselves? No, this is a crazy murder demon thing. It doesn't know what washing is. It doesn't know hygiene. Yeah, Demon's Crest does rule. It is a fucking incredible game. Like, right up there with Mega Man X in terms of, gonna have to burn your hand after this. Yeah, it's fine. I'm a pyromancer. That's what we do. That reminds me, there's actually a fun little thing I found out about recently in, Fear and Hunger. There's a spell that I've never learned, but can be found by doing a thing that I did during the Anki run. Oh god, camera. Which is called Pyromancy Trick. It's a spell that uses no MP to cast, but has a chance of just blowing your limb off whenever you cast it. You know, grinding for souls is going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah. I think you might not be able to cast it if you don't have hands, but I don't know that for sure. But if you can still cast it but you don't have hands, that is an absolutely fantastic spell for late game plays. No, you can't actually even learn at a Hexen table, let alone when making your character. You have to get a specific spell by doing Isaiah's side quest. And then you have to backtrack up to the 6th floor mines, I believe? And use the Walk on Water spell. Yeah. I will have Dragon Bridge, I suppose. That's just inconvenient because I have to travel. I'm not just gonna be able to decide, yeah, I'm gonna kill like 2 or 3 of these guys while they're over here and get myself some goodies. That is not how I want you to turn. Please turn away from the wall. Thank you. One more. No, that is not how I want you to turn. Other side. There we go. Now, he's just taking alternating steps no matter where I am, huh? And I sure would love to be able to, like, run while locked on, but I'm not playing the good Dark Souls. Stuck playing 1 instead of 2. Okay. Alright. This is fine. Yes, having to break lock-on to sprint to the safe spot is kind of a pain. Alright, we're at someone in chat who's got more time than me. Why don't you count up how many notches there are on a boss health bar and count out how many we got remaining? So I can give an exact number for how far we are. I feel like we are more than more than a third, but not quite half. I think there's like 13 notches or something dumb, so when we get down to the bottom of that middle bar, bottom of that middle segment of that next bar. It might hit me. Nope, we're good. We'll be able to call ourselves halfway through. And since we've still got full Estus, well, mostly full Estus, that means we're doing pretty good. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if this was just the entire stream. Like I fuck up on this a couple more times and that's just the stream. Alright. I can run over here. Oh, no, it turns him the other way. Well, it's fine, I guess. Oh, no, now he's doing the fucking butt stomp. I can make that work, Right bumper gonna snap. It's fine, I just got a new controller. Like, this is my first stream of Dark Souls 1 with this new controller. And I think my second stream of Dark Souls 2 with this new controller was yesterday as well. Yeah. Okay, that's a good way for him to face. Because it means I can just slowly walk him back by alternating sides for him to swing at. Oh, I need like 2 rights actually. Weird. Oh, now he's doing a slam. It's not a bad place for him to do a slam. Did I make this playlist? Yes! Download it myself. Set up all the things, and still need to adjust a couple of them to be at the same volume as the rest of them. But yeah, I made this. Smiley face. Okay, so I think we're finally halfway through the boss fight. 40 minutes into the stream. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Order of Dust. It's definitely Wiggly? Is that the Ultra Wiggly? I can't tell from here. Too busy focusing on the fight. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to finally getting back to Fear and Hunger tomorrow morning. I don't exactly have new strats for Anki, but I did a couple of critical pieces of information, such as, oh Lord, give the passages will give you passages of Bahavra, which would allow me to get Blue Sin. And more importantly, there is a guaranteed empty scroll I can use to get that text going, which would therefore allow me... That's gonna hit, yep. Therefore allow me to always get Blue Sin, which is going to be important because I'm going to need like Blue Sin and Eastern Sword to do much of anything as Anki. The problem, of course, requires good luck in the early areas, which is upgrading from a short sword to a weapon with enough attack power that I can actually reliably sever a regular guard's limb in one hit. If I can do that, I can probably make my way the rest of the way through. Of course, the big issue at the end of that is Sylvian, who is an optional boss that only shows up in hard mode that I have absolutely no experience with. From what I understand, you can cheese her out with Locust Form. But you can't actually natively learn Locust Form with the build I'm using on Anki, because I'm not dedicating myself to the God of the Depths. I'm dedicating myself to Grow Goroth so I can get Necromancy faster. Yeah, it's not a great PC, man. There's better PCs out there. I went all the way through him. Oh, time to heal. Oof. Guess I should be more aggressive with healing. I thought I wasn't even at, like... Well, whatever. I want to, like, maximize how much HP I get from each flask. So I wanted to wait till I was low on hit points, but I thought I had more healing from the flask than this. Hey, Mars 4322. Yes, per the rules, I can't cheese this guy out with black fire bombs. Otherwise, it would have been passed here like 40 minutes ago. You know, there's some people who actually did this legitimately with no Estus to get their hands on the Asylum Demon Hammer, which is a bad weapon. And I feel sorry for those guys. Yeah, I'm already like 2/3 of the way through of slowly punching this guy to death. It only took half an hour. I'm gonna get hit again. Yeah, we're just here forever. This is like gonna be the 2-hour stream. This is basically just gonna be an impromptu Zatsudon, but just for this one boss fight. Ah, thanks, Mars. Hope you're doing well as well. Just slowly chipping this guy down myself. That's pretty much the entirety of my existence at this point. Fisting this demon in the ass. There's nothing unsay-so about saying that. I don't know why chat keeps telling me that. Oh, man. I am really getting nostalgic for Demon's Crest, though. Yeah, I think I partway through describing that, but yeah, I'm thinking of switching to just an all-morning schedule. Demon Fisting Zatsudon, yes! All-morning stream. Well, as you can see, ZXS, I've almost defeated the tutorial boss. I've punched him around 300 times, which means we're getting pretty close to the end. Gosh. I mean, it's working even if the camera isn't. Get slightly away from the wall, please. Thank you. Now he's doing the turnaround. Actually, that might be fine. I got hit. Yes, the punching is working. The camera isn't. God, fuck you and your back steps. May as well heal a bit more aggressively, rather than trying to squeeze out every last drop of Estus, because we're getting close enough, right? Right. This is a good time to just go all out for damage. Kill this guy with that weapon. Yes, if you kill this guy the first time you meet him, you get a bad weapon. That's your prize. Shields are allowed, but not as a damage source. I can block things, but I cannot beat people with shields. Otherwise, I would just grab the Bone Wheel shield and murder the fuck out of everything. The Bone Wheel shield is one of my favorite weapons. Genuinely have a lot of fun playing the game with it. Even if it's an absolute nightmare to grind for. Because early on, you have to rely on an NPC AI cooperating. Yes, it is. Yes, that and the Gravelord Sword and the Dark Fist are all perfect weapons for me. Very on brand. Not me speaking in character? What do you mean? I'm just doing as I do. Uh-oh. Roll back. Also, welcome, Attenborough. We're fisting a demon in the ass. And have been for the past 40 minutes. 50 minutes now, actually. Nice. Okay, he's doing a butt stomp. Well, I can make that work. Look at that! Look at that hitbox! I'm nowhere near him! What is gonna be the worst part of the playthrough? This part. Without a doubt, this part. Things get immediately easier after Asylum Demon. Past that, probably Four Kings. Four Kings tends to always be a pretty major stickler for any sort of challenge run where it involves low DPR, because that boss fight is literally a brainless, skillless DPR check. And if you have the DPR to pass, then whatever. If you don't, then the fight's basically impossible. Around. The speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my mail route. Putting on a voice, or am I naturally skeletori sounding? No, I just sound like this, man. I really do. Like, I've got another voice that I developed for work, but no, I just sound like this. I think I've told this story a couple of times. Basically... Hold on, I'll tell you the story in a second. I think it's a highlight on the channel. Down to one highlight, I believe, from the 8-hour endurance stream I was doing with it. Oh, fuck you and your backstep. Most dangerous move in his arsenal. Why was it? Why did you quick turn? No quick turn. Make attack. Thank you. Don't worry, we're almost done. As soon as we're done, I'll explain why the hell I sound like this. The short version is that it was an accident back when I was working as a blacksmith. Ah. Then I just had this voice, and then I came back as a skeleton, and it's like, wow, appropriate. People used to give me shit for sounding like Skeletor all the time. Ah, there we go. So anyway, that was the hardest part of the run. And now you too can figure out how to kill this boss. Oh my god. Oh god, now these dickheads are coming. Out of here. Anyway, yeah, so basically I need to get a bunch of sword blanks done, some basically shitty, cheap Malkatana type sword blanks. And I didn't leave them to properly drip dry after we dunked them in the oil. What's with the 8s? It's a Japanese thing. Hachi, which is the number for 8, the word how you pronounce 8 in Japanese, is similar to Pachi, which is the sound effect for clapping. So they type 8 to symbolize applause. It's the equivalent of clappa. Anyway, so I didn't let the oil properly drip dry after I had dunked them in the oil and quenched them. So when I loaded them into the draw oven, all of the oil smoked up and I got a nice lungful of it, and that's what burned away my sense of taste and smell.
To the land of the ancient lords.
Fucked up my voice too. Obviously. Well, of course I can't taste or smell, Spurbus. I don't have a nose, and do you see a tongue here? Of course I can't do any of those things. But also, yeah, I can. Let's see, what else? No, I think I just want to go straight for Magic Weapon, which I think you get from... what's-his-face? The guy. Yeah, Valoros gets it. Yeah, I put all sorts of stupid shit in my coffee to horrify people and get all sorts of, like, horrifying meals together to horrify people. To take my petty revenge out on the world for the fact that I don't have a sense of taste or smell anymore. Like the world's pettiest Batman villain. Like, hold on, I can show you a couple of these. And, so prepare yourself for war crimes real quick. As Hyacinth likes to call them. There it is. Let's see. Which one do I want to use now? Ah, this one's a good one. This one's a favorite of mine. Ain't that just delicious looking? Ain't this just great? Pickle and pumpkin pie? Amazing. Oh, that's nothing! You think that's fine. You think that's normal. That's how you want to play this? The tough guy act? Alright. Well, then let me set you up a little something a little worse. With some watermelon. Oh, not that one. With some nice, you know, classic yellow mustard watermelon. Absolutely delicious, right? Everyone would love this. Who doesn't love this? Also fine. Really gonna keep on with the tough guy act. Okay. Alright. Then how about the forbidden sauce on pizza? How's this? This is properly cursed. Pressed white toothpaste and tomato ketchup. The forbidden sauce. The sort of thing that, Italians would kill you for. Alrighty. And... what else do we got here? Nah. Pilk is pretty good, but I don't want to do that one. Everyone knows Pilk. That's barely horrifying. Ah, yes. Now this is some proper fucking horror right here. Hold on. Something that even the mightiest of men will fall to the knees for. An evil beyond name without comprehension. That's right. Pizza on pineapple. Oh, and I've got one last one. That's a personal favorite of mine. It's not, you know, a horrifying food in the sense of a food that horrifies it. But, it just gives you a good perspective on what a lot of the labels around here look like. Butter-flavored butter contains no butter. Ingredients: corn syrup. Corn syrup contains milk ingredient. So it's butter-flavored butter with no butter, but still has milk ingredient, which means that if you're allergic to milk, you still can't have it. But it's full of corn syrup. Hey, E-Ghost gets it. Oh my god. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to fisting demons. Anyway, when people come over and I don't like them, I force them to eat stuff like this, and act like it's so delicious and that I love the taste, but I can't actually taste it. And they just kind of lose their fucking minds over what they're having to deal with. I can't believe it's not butter, but also called butter. Yes. Okay. Fucking hogs died up. Yes. Oh god, I might actually, at this point, because of all the noise, reverse the camera. Options. Yeah, this feels strange and foreign, but it's also what Noid uses, so now I'm stuck using it. What's the best way to deal with these jerks? Can't actually damage them. I guess resetting their aggro, maybe? No, resetting their aggro won't work. I guess... I guess I could put them into a hole. Out of here. Ha ha! Ah, backstab eye friends. The mightiest. How did that not kick you? Oh, right, because if you have your fist out, your kick range gets reduced. Because it does this cool freaking knee animation instead of something that's actually useful. Alright, now you get out of here. He threw a fireball! Oh, man. The determination on that guy. Holy crap. Hey, get over here. Hey, I can kick him into this bit. That'll be a place where I can kill him. Come on. Come over here. And into the pit you go. I said, into the pit you go. There we go. He did his best, man. That guy's heart is in it. He absolutely deserves a raise for the good work that he puts in. Back. Why is he jumping so hard? There we go. So anyway, this is one of the, like, 3 lower berg skips. I just aggroed a bunch of shit, so I'm gonna cancel this. And when I get over to the fire, I should actually be fine. Yes, Mephisto, level 1. Yes, when I get over to this fire, I'm gonna have to block this dog with the worst shield in the game. But it's fine, because there's a reason I have this clause for environmental damage. Because, A, I wouldn't be able to prevent enemies from accidentally hurting themselves on the environment. B, it's fun. Baiting enemies into killing themselves in fire is fun. Damn straight Sonic 06 being improvement for the stream. The fucking content from that shit would be incredible. Like, I'm already shitting apart fucking Sonic Adventure 2 and having a great time. Ah, there's 2 of them still. I don't like that. Let me out of the corner, please. I might die here. I don't want to die here, but I might. Okay, sounds like one of them burned to death. 2 of them burned to death? Yeah! Where's this guy? Into the fire! There we go. Okay. Hardcore Dark Souls 1 life. That actually wouldn't be... Like, if there was a mod that made that happen automatically, I would be super down. Oh, right. I need to get the fucking key first. Well, there shouldn't be... Actually, that might be a fucking nightmare, because that one room that's just up these stairs. Gotta be to the room. I thought the Master Key worked for that. No! That's one of the few instances where the Master Key can unlock one thing, but not the other thing. So, you need the Residence Key to open that door, and the Master Key can open the other door that uses the Residence Key. But not that one for whatever fucking reason. Anyway, we need to spend 1,000 souls getting the, whatchamacallit. This is gonna be a nightmare. Roll, please! Mash that roll button, nothing happened. Hell yes. How many souls am I gonna have at the end of this? Because I also want to buy the heater shield. And I'm gonna be using that for, like, the entire rest of the game. Alright, so enemies can't pass through those boxes, so we're golden. Bit of tea, yeah. Purchased item. Residence key, yes. Heater shield, yes. Okay. Maybe I should have gone fucking sorcerer, because that would guarantee... No, it's only like 10 intelligence for the, Yeah, I should be able to cast the, spell right away. I don't want to have to fist Taurus Demon to death, but I probably could fist Taurus Demon to death. In fact, I could probably kill Taurus Demon without even actually using a fist. I wouldn't need a bummer to kill Taurus Demon if I really tried. Push this real quick. Alright, now we've got the best shield in the game. Head back down here and unlock Magic Weapon. You might be wondering why the fuck I'm getting Magic Weapon since you can't buff fists because fists aren't a weapon? And the answer to that is that anyone can buff anything if they're not a coward. So I'm gonna buff my bare hand. Because I'm not a coward. Ah, fuck off with the fire. Alright. I've got all that. I guess might as well head back. Slightly concerned? What's there to be concerned about? I understand why you're concerned. I mean, having magic glowing crystals coming out of your hand is perfectly safe and healthy and natural. Happens to all sorts of growing boys. It's just a natural part of puberty. But yes, that's the plan. We're gonna be casting spells on our fists and then punching magic into people. But before that, I'm gonna have to get back. I can't fight these dogs very easily. I could go back and run them into the bonfire. Hasn't happened to me. Ooh. I want to talk to your parents about that one then. Ah, God. Alright. Fuck your bleed, we're out of here. Okay, cool. Oh, God, it keeps happening. Dogs, please. Yes, we are punch wizarding our way through this. We can also be punch palading our way through this because this game is better than 5th edition. But we're not going to. Because magic spells for buffing your fist are more available on intelligence. And they're not like they're weaker. And they get more uses too, they're just better overall. But you know, everyone does remember the fucking meme, what was it? Falchion Sunlight Blade or Darkmoon Blade. That's the one I'm thinking of. Darkmoon Blade Falchions. And how they just, like, mash the R1 button and win. Everyone knows about those. Like Viagra, if it lasts more than 4 hours, see a doctor, but if it doesn't work, see a doctor. Pretty much. But unlike Viagra, where it lasts for more hours, see a doctor, you're not seeing a doctor so they can hand you a letter of congratulations. Hello? Oh lord, they're coming. Well, thankfully, I know how to make them uncome. Remembered an amazing joke. Do share! Well, they were coming towards me, so I made them uncome towards me by resetting their position. What are you talking about? Yes, teach me magic, please. Alright, so how much is it for the one that I want? 3,000! That's not bad, actually. I know exactly where I can get that many souls. Cracker Barrel is the Firelink Shrine for white people? I've never seen a Cracker Barrel, so I'll have to take it, so it doesn't... That's kind of going over my head. Kelly would probably appreciate that one, though. He makes references to Cracker Barrel all the time. I don't know what the fuck Cracker Barrel is, though. I do kind of like that we have, like, these hand wraps that'll keep our hand from... Oh, right! Elevators are extremely dangerous while I'm streaming. I forgot about that. So for those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you saw I was sort of, like, jerking up and down in that elevator? What that means is that... Fuck you, uncomes your semen. No! No, we're not doing anything unsafe, so here, stop it. Now that's the S-Stock. Where's the souls? Probably ran past them. Dusk, I will unorder your order. I will chaos your order. Keep being all unsafe on my shit. Yeah, that's one. Then there should be another soul of a nameless soldier around the corner, and then there should be a soul of a proud knight over by the dragon. I do need a bonk command to, like, time someone out for, like, 1 minute. Should I do the cool thing? I was gonna do the cool thing, but then I realized that elevators are, like, suicidally dangerous here. What happens when you put the energized batteries in backwards? It runs backwards, probably? Either that or it doesn't turn on. Either that or we get the evil anti-bunny, and he is hell-bent on... destroying the world? What does the energized bunny even do? I don't, like, watch television, so... No, it's this one that I want. Yeah, there we go. It just keeps coming and coming. Oh, fuck you. Richard, no dirty jokes. No, you're not allowed to make dirty jokes here. I'm a Say So streamer. I do not need that kind of stuff in that kind of filth in my chat. Understood? Good. Yep. I did the cool thing, even though I probably shouldn't have. Look at his spelling. Family-friendly tag isn't on. Yeah, it's also a, 18+ only stream, but don't worry about it, Spurvis. It's fine, Spurvis, don't worry about it. The details don't matter. What matters is the words coming out of my mouth, because they're always true and you can always trust me. Bah. Alright, let's not clip through the elevator this time. There we go! Oh, Stellarist _, thank you so much for the follow! I don't tell this to a lot of people. In fact, you're the only person I've ever told it to, but you're actually my favorite follower, beating out all 639 of the rest of them. That's right, my number one! Because, I love stars. Stars are one of my favorite things. And being the Stellarist, that just makes perfect. I love it. It's great. Okay, so Proud Knight. What do fists scale with? Nothing. Fists are hard locked at 20 AR. There's absolutely nothing you can do to change that. Other games fists scale with strength, but nothing in here. Now we have Magic Weapon. We already have a Sorcerer's Cap. Lingering Dragon Crest Ring might be worthwhile.
Alright, that'll do it. Action.
Okay, so yes, I want this set up. I want you over here. I do want to get Homeward Bones, too. Magic Weapon, there we go. Do I want to fat roll? I can't even fat roll this, so I'm going to have to do this. But it didn't work, so let's try this again. No! Must have been too early on the timing again. I'm not very used to fat rolling, or doing the jump tumble buff. Too slow. But it's relatively simple to pull this off. There we go. And now my hand is buff. As you can see. There's this faint blue glow on it. And what that means... Ow. That I get stabbed in the face. Because fists are a terrible weapon even outside the no range and damage. Well, Spurvis, that's your issue. Unfortunately. There's nothing that can be done against that. Yes, there's a faint blue glow that you can barely see, which lets me know... Oh, Spurvis, thank you so much for the refollow. Unfortunately, you've already lost your chance, and I'm not the sort of person who forgives missing chances. Yes, so there you go. Now I can actually deal damage because I'm a punch wizard. +1 fist, that's right. Magic fist. I should learn to play this on piano, actually. Good song. Alright, is it wired? It looks like it's expired, so... let's reapply it real quick, and there we go. Let's see how much it does on a repose. Nice! Pretty much exactly the same amount of damage that it does on a regular attack, but twice. So we're dealing with Dark Souls 2 style damage, huh? Yeah, so this is pretty much how it's gonna be for the rest of the game. We're gonna have, like, terrible but, like, okay damage when we're buff. Like, terrible damage, but it's gonna be enough to get me through. The steel thing, it's called a Wiggly, yes. And if you have better Twitch TV... Wait, what? Right, that glitch! So that glitch doesn't happen. That glitch doesn't actually happen unless your frame rate is terrible. Because that animation that the dragon does is tied to frames, and it took so long for him to actually land that he just actually killed me. That's not supposed to actually happen, and I tried to do a roll to make myself avoid the stun from that, but that's how it goes. But yes, also you can type this in chat with, yes, you can type this in chat with Albon1 Wiggly. Capital W on the Wiggly if you have better Twitch.tv. Only works on my channel though because a certain thing won't actually, certain company, a certain small indie streaming company called Twitch.tv can't afford to give me an animated emote slot. Do you even want to bother, like, buffing up? I don't really feel like I can just, like, run. Let's just go. Also, thank you, Mars4322. I do try to provide the best commentary and unmatched gameplay in general. Ow, ow, ow. Fine, it's still unmatched. Ow. Wait. I thought I fell off and was going to die, but I guess I fell off and didn't die. But now I'm going to fall off and die. Or fall off and not die. I will take it. And that guy's gonna path into oblivion. Alright, now I will actually have to do the thing, huh? Alright. Let her twist it, and you have a check mark that proves you're worth something to them. It's true. Alrighty. So what I actually want to do is put this in this slot. Yeah. Run, jump. There we go, fist buff in. Actually relatively easy to do because I'm using the broken straight sword. Punch, punch. Oh, that's not enough to kill him. Why are all my enemies throwing themselves into holes? You know what? Fine, whatever, it's fine. You trying to pull a Harry Potter? Pretty much. This is going to be an intelligence-based build. I don't remember if, weapon buffs scale properly in Dark Souls 1. I know that in 2, their duration scales, but their damage is fixed. I think in 1, their power scales, but their duration is fixed. Oh, the rolling into a pillar. I mean, that, yes, but also with spellcasting. So intelligence is going to be my only way to boost my damage. But I'm also going to want vitality and endurance to boost my, like, staying alive. This guy works out of the library base. Yes, I too like having massive stacks of books to lift. It didn't wear off, I still have it. Still got it. Let's run around these nerds real quick. This is like 2 levels, right? I think this is like 2 levels. I need to find sheet music for this song again, because this was the first song I ever learned to play on the piano. I'm a big fan of this song. I'm gonna add more vitality. Not too worried about damage right now. They throw themselves off cliffs. Ah, makes sense. Yes, they understand that they are innately the lesser man, and nothing they can ever do will change that. Can I make this jump on this frame rate? Looks like. Nice. Hell yeah, got a completely useless ring. Alright, later, nerd. Multi-talented skeleton. Yeah! The way I like to put it is that I have omnicompetence. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna be at least decent at it, even if I've never done it before. And barrel jump! Made it! Hell yes. Jack of all trades. I mean, sort of a jack of all trades, but also a master of several, so it's not even a jack. It's why I say I can do stuff like from computer programming to, you know, industrial welding to bridge building. Because I've done all sorts of dumb stuff in my life, and I've figured out how to do everything and make it work. Alright, let's go here, grab this. There we go. Jones, can you say hi to Peppermint? No, I'm sorry. That's one of those Polish tongue twisters, right? I'm just not any good with Polish, so words like peppermint are just impossible for me to pronounce. Get wrecked, nerds. I have a plant named Peppermint. Huh. Why would you name your plant something in Polish? Alright, do I want to rebuff? I think I want to rebuff, just in case. Couple of seconds could make all the difference in the world. Wrong one. And I'm not going to be able to rebuff during the fight, I don't think. There we go. Bare fist buff. Trigger the fight. Run back. I'm gonna actually try and cheese him out with the plunging attack. And if that doesn't work, I'll try and get him to jump himself off the ledge. I can just intimidate him with my chat energy into killing himself. Well, that didn't work. I used to do all my own art, but now I actually have enough money from stream to commission people that actually do art, so I no longer do art in Paint with my mouse. I have an old model that does that, though. Out of here, nerd. Fuck the hitbox on that attack, by the way. Seriously, fuck the hitbox on that attack. I do my background art, like what you can see here. It doesn't make any sense if that's what this AI made. Oh, and buff is gone. Okay. Does not last as long as I was hoping. So I will have to rebuff during the fight, huh? Please, Jones. Hello, Peppermints. Hello, Peppermonts. Alright, rebuff during the fight. He's gonna get up here. Yep. If you wait too long, he jumps up here. And it's dangerous. Put it with your foot hitboxes. But actually, I think fighting... Oh, come on, really? I rolled way too early for that, holy shit. Fighting up here is probably easier because it's way easier to circle strafe around him. Even if that attack doesn't give a shit. Maybe I should wait till I have more levels or something. Oh my god, the range. And it doesn't help that the lock-on system means that you're going to shorten your own range by aiming up towards the thing. I hit roll, but it didn't go through. So I think this fight might go better, but might not actually change if I get that plunging attack off at the start. I have a feeling that I'm only going to deal a flat 48 damage on the plunging attack, because I don't think magic damage is actually affected by your buffs. What do I got for humanities? I've got some humanities. I'm going to use my humanities. And pump this up to 10, because I am going to actually need to pump up all sorts of stuff in all sorts of places. I forgot to get freaking... Where to grab the homeward bones from Firelink? Damn it! Alright. Well, it's fine, I guess. I mean, if this seems like it's too much of a brick wall, I can go, like, grab the... Actually, can I? Yeah, I mean, I can grab the Firekeeper Soul, but that's not actually going to significantly help. That's just going to give me, like, lots of humanity to work with. Which I guess will help my defense and whatnot, but it's not going to do much else. If you're wondering why I didn't, like, grab the Estus or something, or... Is Estus? Or not Estus, the, Gold Pine Resin, it's because you cannot buff your, Fist! What the hell even hit me there? Ooh, I could kill Havel, though. I could just go ahead and kill Havel. He's really easy to kill. Hey, other level player. Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna go kill Havel. He's actually really easy to kill. I'm gonna have to save and quit out once I go down another floor to get these fucking aggro bitches off my ass. Village origin story. Oh, that's not my villain origin story. That's just my voice origin story. Now, my villain origin story is a whole nother matter. But we'll do that when I debut at 1,000 Twitch followers. Because I've already decided that's what my 1,000 Twitch follower celebration is going to be. It's going to be my debut. Finally going to be a non-pre-debuted VTuber. Crazy, right? Alright, so I'm not actually going to punch this guy to death. I'm going to use the environment. Or at least I'm going to try and use the environment if he cooperates. Now the left and right seems backwards, but only sometimes. Oh, come on! Ah! Anyway, you can probably see what I'm trying to do with Havel here. If he falls off that little ledge, he takes a bunch of fall damage. Also, I don't know if I really call it inspiration so much as it is, like, duct tape. Yeah, someone once described me as having perpetual duct tape energy, and I kind of agree. I've had all sorts of things that should work, but don't because of, like, a knife injury or whatever. And then I make it work afterwards, but for something different. I know if he calls me really, really resourceful pretty often. But no, I just do whatever I need to, like, stay around. I don't know if that's really inspirational. Like, is it inspiring to take the steps that's necessary for one's own survival? Especially, and maybe even require some clever stuff, which I have done, but for the most part, I don't consider most of what I do particularly inspiring. It's just, you know, I'm doing what I need to do to stay around. You don't really got much of a choice in the matter of whether or not I do that stuff, you know? Back to Mephisto. Like, some people might call it an inspiring survival story about that time that I got caught in a desert and, like, had to walk for 3 days with no food or water until I got to a place where I couldn't do something. Or to a place where I couldn't do something, where I actually could, like, survive and get food and whatnot, which was a fun time because that was back when I was alive, and good lord, I'm gonna get hit again. No, I'm not. Nice. Anyway, I took a pretty hefty chunk of fall damage from that, and I gotta keep doing that. But yeah, when I finally got to the gas station, my, or truck stop? Yeah, it was truck stop. Truck stop gas station, you know what I mean. Can hit me? Not gonna hit me. I was just pissing, like, dark orange because I was so dehydrated. Not good for you to be, like, without food or water for 3 days, especially in the desert. Yeah, he's already almost half dead. And I've just had a lot of situations in my life where it's just like, okay, do this or die. And for most of them, I chose to not die. You're welcome, Spurvis. There's not much else I could talk about during that, because it was just, you know, walking and trying to stay out of the heat. And walking for 3 days isn't that interesting. You just put one leg in front of the other continuously. I'm gonna fall off. Is it really that hard? Like, all of human instinct has evolved specifically to keep you alive. Damn it! Hit me midair, out of my iframes. So don't think doing what your instincts tell you to do is necessarily that inspiring, because it's just, you know, you're doing what you're doing. It's what you're supposed to be doing. Yet some people still choose not to. I mean, they do, yeah, that's true. Maybe I've just gotten too used to having to deal with, you know, crappy stuff in my life. I mean, most people stuck in purgatory go fucking dark raving mad after a while. It's why you can usually hear, like, the shrieks of the damned wailing why God has forsaken them out on the streets. And that's not even, like, were you at least on a road in the desert? Yes. My car broke down while I was in the desert. Yeah, that was back when I was fleeing from the CIA. That was fun times. But, I guess I'll cover that when I get to 1,000 followers. I would have hitchhiked if there was any vehicles to hitchhike with. There was nothing anywhere. For anyone. It was empty. Completely empty. If there was a place to hitchhike with, I would have. 100%. It just wasn't an option on the table for me. Alright, nerd, get over here. That was way too early. He's not gonna aggro. Oh, he did actually fall off. My sense of timing for how to bait this guy totally wrong now? Didn't think I was that out of it rusty with this game. I haven't played this since last year, but... Yeah, see, that's what I expect to happen. That's right, I've survived an attack from him by blocking with the heater shield because it's the best shield in the game. I'm gonna have to roll right off because I couldn't see what he was doing or where he was doing it. He hasn't jumped off. Oh, he has jumped off exactly once. You can tell from how much damage he's taken. I wonder if I can just parry him off. Maybe that'll be easier. Normally I just run off, but I'll just try parrying him off. What's the strategy? Falling attacks? No. The strategy is that he takes fall damage. As you can see, and the fall damage is pretty significant. So I just hang out up here, wait for him to run up to me, and then I parry him. That was way too early. Yeah, maybe I should go for rolling strats. Or maybe I should fight someone else, or maybe I should go do Taurus. I'd have an easier time if I had more frames, but I don't have more frames, so I'm running on a potato. He is just an NPC, which means he takes fall damage exactly the way a player would. However, little known fact, weight of equipment has a small, but sometimes noticeable effect on how much damage you take when you fall off from a thing. It's more pronounced in Dark Souls 2, where everyone's like, oh my god, the fall damage is so ridiculous! But it's mostly just tied to the equipment weight. Which is why if you strip naked, oh god, strip naked before going into the hole, you can actually get down there without even having to use fall damage equipment if you have enough vitality. And I don't know if most people know this, but actually Havel is that guy who's wearing, you know, armor made out of a rock and carrying around a boulder to use as a shield, and a club the size of a semi-truck. Yeah, his equipment's actually, like, a little on the heavy side. Might blow your mind to find that out. So he takes a lot of fall damage. It's, I think in Dark Souls 1 it's like +1 point of damage per unit weight. But I could be totally wrong on that. It's been ages. But the difference in falling damage is pronounced enough that a couple of older speedrun routes actually did use stripping naked as a way to stay alive. That was, I think, before fall control cutouts were even discovered? Right? Yeah, I mean, it's a Japanese game developer that's trying to rip off Western games, so it makes sense he'd go for Western references, right? Like, that part at least makes sense. Yeah, sometimes he gets all cautious and won't jump off to his death. It's unfortunate. Oof. The Noid fucking with my camera brain is not good. Where is he? Get over here, nerd. What are you doing? There we go. You need to make him drop off, I believe, 8 times total? Hey, Congo! Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Yep, looks like 8 times total. The Noid is a blessing and a curse. Yeah. But I'm so used to having reversed camera controls, and Noid doesn't let me set it to reverse. So now my brain is trying to treat the camera like it was Noid, but also sometimes like it's Dark Souls, and that's no good. Fall off, fall off, fall off, fall off. Damn it. Yeah, Congo, you missed me punching the Asylum Demon 406 times to kill him. It's a very exciting fight that took up the first entire hour of stream. Yeah, Chosen Undead is kind of a pushover. I mean, late game stuff when he has good equipment, he's pretty strong, but I feel like most people could probably take him in a fight unless he's got, like, maxed out poise of how easily he stuns. Hey, Benij! I see you're still trying to lurk. Man, at this point I may as well tumble off my fist. It's taken so long. Out of here. You have done this run before. Oh! Yeah, it's a fun run, except for the parts where it's, like, actually a run and therefore not fun. I want to do a backstab there for no reason other than style points, and therefore I died. I had too much fun with the game, and therefore I died. I want to go after... Do I still want... I'm going to try just parrying him to death next time. Probably the easiest way to do it. I went way too far to the left on that one. Into the fuel. Oh well. I'm gonna try just parrying that. It's kind of hard to do with the frame rate that I've got because of the Dark Souls, Unpacked Dark Souls from modding, constantly just destroying my frame rate because it loads so much shit into memory. And I only have like 8 gigs, and apparently I can just like buy memory or download memory or something. Fuck. Into the fuel again. I don't normally use this route. I'm doing it just because it's fun. Which is probably a mistake, but you know, it's a fun mistake. And it's a great excuse to talk about food some more. Like, bubblegum on pizza. What the God, I hate how bad the jump physics in Dark Souls 1 are. Like, you fling off walls instead of sliding along them in Dark Souls 2. I need to come up with more good Dark Souls 2 challenge runs. Like, I've done shield only, and there's, like, whatever, but Capitalism really isn't even really a challenger. The problem is that Dark Souls 2 is actually a very balanced game, where most things are good choices, so it's hard to do, like, actual challenge runs. I guess I could do a ladle challenge run? Maybe at 120%. I did want to do a, equivalent of Desert Boss in Dark Souls 1, where I try to beat the whole game while overburdened. I think that could be fun. Not just the bosses, the whole game. The most of the game is just going to be spent slowly moving around. I'm gonna actually try fighting him properly. You can beat it while going that slow? Well, there's ways around going that slow. For instance, the Butcher Knife attack has you running forward for a bit. Fell off super hard at Royal Rat Authority. Is that the one that's just a Sith clone, or is that the one where it's just a bunch of rats in a room? Either way, yeah, both of the rat bosses are kind of not great. One of them is pretty cool for a puzzle boss, but they're both kind of not great. Okay. No. What I want to do is have this here. Do this. Yeah, that was not where I want to do it. The Sith clone with ads. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not a great boss. I do like what it has at low health. Instead of being like the Sith limping around, it starts puking up all sorts of horrible bullshit. What the hell was up with that? Hold on. And that one didn't even go through. One more. Come on, that was definitely fast enough. I think the frames are fucking with me again. There we go. Must have gotten better frames that time. Why am I even healing? That's just a waste of time with my magic weapon. My magic fist. Bonk. Oh, God. No, never mind. This is not the better way to do it. Holy shit. I mean, that boss is actually completely optional. You can just ignore him. But yeah, Kulf Dwarfstone is a fun place, and the best bosses are in the DLC anyway. Come on. Do attacks! You fucker. Partial parry, nice. Oh, he's doing the buff from his shield that doesn't work because he's not programmed to be able to buff with his shield. Oh, and my buff wore off because he spent so long stalling me out. Well, time to go back to this then. Holy crap, I didn't think it takes so little damage. I mean, I think he's still... Does he have +5 armor? So for those who don't know, Havel's set actually has an upgraded version of it present within the game. And it goes up to +5. And it's completely game-breaking. Which is why they made it so you couldn't actually buff it in Dark Souls 1. Or upgrade it, that is, not buff it. Oh, he wants my ass if he's running me after me that far. Ignoring an optional boss, though, that's something you're gonna want to learn to do in Dark Souls 2. A lot of the optional bosses are, kind of a pain in the ass. Especially Dark Lurker, who is a great and super fun boss. But my god, is he a pain in the ass to actually get to. Takes ages to unlock. And I like the Abyss. It's one of my favorite areas, especially for invading. I'm amazed I didn't get hit there. Does not want to fall off, huh? Maybe I should just reverse the XY. Or maybe I should just relearn camera controls from memory. Okay, so now he's half dead. And I'm not sure what use I'm gonna get actually out of Havel's ring? Oh god, the fucking Ghost Horse Stone. Yes, be wary of horse and then horse. Yeah, that is... I used to think that was the worst area in any Souls game by a mile. And then the Dark Souls 3 DLC hit. And Dark Souls 3 DLC has some really, really shitty areas, like a Toxic Swamp. Yes, one of the reasons Dark Souls 2 is one of the best Souls games. The best Souls game. Despite having Ghost Horse Stone. Horsefuck Valley, as it's commonly called. Is, because it has 0 toxic swamps. Meanwhile, Dark Souls 3 has like 5 of them, and therefore it is the worst Souls game. Toxic swamps are bad, and there's no reason to have them in your video game. It's mostly dead now. 2 more falls should do it. Not 2 more falls from me, though. I need 2 more falls from him. Alright, time to fuck this up horribly. You have the proper equipment, they're not so bad. There is no proper equipment. The proper equipment is Alt F4. Like, there's no excuse to have poison swamps. They don't benefit anyone, they don't make the game more fun or engaging, they don't make it more challenging. They just add tedium and frustration. By having them in your video game, you make the video game worse. There we go. Apple's Ring, which I can't really make much use of. But also 3,000 souls, which I can make much use of. But also I don't actually have a homeward bone, so... I don't really care about the Knight set since defense doesn't do anything in Dark Souls 1. I guess I'll walk back manually because I forgot to get the homeward bones. That's gonna be kind of a pain. I've never actually had to run through this backwards like this. I guess I could snipe the Knight set from the Hydra? Out of my way. But I can't really think of, like, I don't think the Knight set from the Hydra is actually going to help me all that much. Because its main advantage is poise, because defense doesn't work in Dark Souls 1. I mean, technically it works, but you're a fool to rely on it. It's not Dark Souls 2 where defense is life and death. And it's not Dark Souls 3 where defense literally doesn't work. Like, the physical defense stat in Dark Souls 1 literally does not get used for damage calculations, except against one specific attack from slugs. What do I want to do here? Intelligence for more damage? Vitality for more health? Endurance for more... I don't really need more stamina. I don't think I'm ever going to need more stamina. Let's just Vit Gouge for now. I'll add more intelligence later when I can get, like, greater magic weapon. Most polished. I can't really even call Dark Souls 3 the most polished. Like, maybe in terms of animations and graphics, but in terms of actual game design, it's by far the least polished. Like, even setting aside the fact that most of the core gameplay is just mashing weak attack and roll versus this game where you actually have different reasons to use different attacks, or Dark Souls 2 where every single attack on a weapon is worth using. God, and also the fact that you drown in fucking Estus in that game. Dark Souls 3 also just has the worst mechanics for, like, weapon upgrades. Like, worse than Demon Souls. Which is impressive, but it's bad for different reasons, just because it's, like, 90% useless. Like, the quality upgrade path at 99 strength and dexterity, I don't think actually beats out a heavy or shark with 50 strength or 50 dexterity, meaning that there is literally no benefit for actually using it. Which means they have an upgrade path which is completely useless. Oh, come on. And there's a bunch of upgrade paths that are like that. Just completely fucking worthless and don't do anything. For no good reason either. Like, there's no reason quality couldn't be stronger than the other ones if you had more investment. Like, more reward for more investment, that makes sense. The problem is that in Dark Souls 3, there isn't really... Quality builds are the meta, not anymore, at least not when I last checked it. Because they don't actually deal more damage, they deal less damage. There we go, Bare Fist upgraded. Also runs into the fact that basically all weapons are the exact same, even more so than in Dark Souls 2, which had not backstepping. Annoyingly similar weapons within the same weapon class. Sometimes with identical movesets. But in Dark Souls 3, most weapons have identical movesets, except for the, you know, cool fancy ones. Also, poison still has no reason to exist. It had a reason to exist in Dark Souls 2, not in 3. Barely in 1. Alright, let's see if plunging attack actually works with me here. For 60! Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. much an unbuffed plunging attack does for him. Let's find out. Otherwise, I might have to just shove this guy off the ledge. I don't really have the damage and, like, time to handle him particularly well. Maybe I should do a Sen's Gate Skip. I mean, if you can buy me a PC that can run Sekiro, I will play Sekiro, but... yeah, 21... I could probably just loop him with Bare Fist. Like this, and like no weapon upgrade, and it'll work out fine. By the way, since I've got a Heater Shield on hand, I'm gonna complain about Heater Shield. And complain about Kite Shield. So, in Dark Souls, you have Heater Shields and you have Kite Shields. Like, not just the names, you have actual historical Heater Shields and Kite Shields in them. I also got pretty far in Neo 1, but I didn't like Neo either. DS1 is the second best Dark Souls. There's still 2, which is just better. In every way. Especially the fundamentals like controls. Oh shit! And a raid from Skege! Hold on a second, I'll finish my thought about Kite Shields in a bit. Welcome Raiders! I am fisting a demon to death again. With my bare fist. It's gonna take a while, so buckle in. For those of you who don't know, I am Allbones Jones, a VTuber who does stupid shit like what you're seeing right now. Punching everything to death in Dark Souls with bare fist. I do other various Dark Souls challenge runs. I've currently worked my way through Dark Souls 2 blindfolded. I'm at the DLC bosses if you want to see some real nightmares. I tend to play games on the spooky side, or horrific side, like Silent Hill, or Dark Souls, or probably later this week, Demon's Crest. And also, as you could probably guess from the fact that I can be like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game with no weapon, this game about using weapons with no weapon, I'm pretty good at video games. Yeah, I'm just punching this guy bit by bit. If math holds out, we will need to do 65 plunging attacks on him. Oh yeah, also, if you buy me a video, I also have a policy where if someone buys me a video game, I will stream it. Inscription for 14 hours. That is a lot of hours to play that one game. I have seen like the early demo of Inscription when it was like one level and you could pluck out your eye to balance the scale. I didn't know that it became a full game recently apparently, and I have not seen anything of it. It's probably up my alley though. I'm pretty sure it's one of those spooky games, right? Maybe I'll give it a whirl if someone buys me it. Look, Spurbus, there's two ways I can go through life. I can either go through it with a false humility that pisses everyone off because they all know that I'm better than them. Or I can go through life with, you know, being open and honest about how the fact that I'm better than them. Those are my only two options. And I'm sick of, you know, false humility because that doesn't get me anywhere. Kinda might be faster to, I guess if I fail this one, then I'll probably go for the push him off a ledge strat. Oh, you haven't played Dark Souls 2? Well! In terms of visual design and atmosphere, it is by far the worst one. A common complaint you'll hear levied at it is that all of the bosses are just dudes in armor. And that is unambiguously true. You also might hear people complaining that it has, like, absolutely terrible sticky stiff controls. Those people are trying to play it like it's Dark Souls 1 or 3 rather than like it's Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 has a very different idea behind its movement system that I can rant about later, but the gist of it is that it's more about positioning and movement rather than spamming the roll button. So if you try to spam the roll button, you'll have a bad time. It also has by far the deepest and most involved mechanics, with defense being able to hit 99% reduction against certain things. Okay, hit by that? Yep. And now I'm not gonna have time to get up the ladder. Yes, and if you play Dark Souls 1 before 2, you'll probably enjoy 2 a lot less, because 1 will teach you a bunch of bad habits that apply in 2. Yeah, the bosses... Later on, the bosses get fucking awesome. I'm gonna get hit by this, aren't I? Yes, because Windows pop-up happens. I should get him to fall off the ledge. Mostly early Dark Souls 2 that sucks. Yeah, the early part of Dark Souls 2 is by far the roughest in a bunch of different ways. Like, in Demon Souls, you're like a prepared adventurer who has like good equipment and is... Oh, fuck. How did that hit? Is prepared for the challenges ahead. In Dark Souls 2, you're just fucking kinda hosed. Like, they start you off with 1 Estus, for God's sake. I'm walking shit off the edge now. Yeah, it's gonna take forever. I'm gonna try charging him off. Original DS2 is so much fun, if you're a spellcaster. Fine, jump off. Almost. Jump off. Damn it! Yeah, so for what I'm doing an AI manipulation. But it's not working out for me. Hold on. What else isn't working out for me is the fucking camera. Holy shit. Anyway, this guy has a high chance of backstepping if you charge towards him, as you saw him backstep a couple of times. Fuck's sake. And I'm trying to get him to backstep off that ledge over there. Fuck the hitbox on that attack. Massive invisible shockwaves, it's horrid. Alright, come over here a bit. Yeah, if he's walking, then he's definitely gonna do a jump attack. Come on. Fuck the hitbox on that attack. Backstep, please. Nope. There we go. Yeah, so that's how you kill that guy without actually using attacks. Way easier. There is no DS2 command yet, because that's going to be a link to my Dark Souls 2 Blindfolded Boss Fights playlist. Great sword-wielding tank builds that can cast magic. I mean, you can do that in Dark Souls 1, too. In fact, that's pretty much the optimal way to play. Alrighty, boss defeated. I guess now I'm gonna get some hit points. Or do I want to get more intelligence? Or maybe I want to even look for a raid target. Getting pretty close to end stream time. Alright, let's get some intelligence. How do I feel about Demon Souls? Demon Souls is very rough around the edges in a lot of places. It's also a very fundamentally different game than the other ones. It doesn't really have a strong exploration aspect. It's more of a linear arcadey experience. Which, you know, if you're looking for it, that's what you'll get, and it'll be fun, but... It's an early Souls game rather than, like, an actual... Ow. Fuck. How did that fire not hit me? I'm gonna blame the frame rate for that, too. I may as well actually just level up at this point. Actually, no. I'm gonna bait out this guy. Come on. Get down here, fuck ass. There we go. So I think Demon Souls is like a fun game, but it's not really what I'm looking for in a Souls-like, because it's not really much in the way of exploration or Metroidvania-esque. When's the Kingfield playthrough? Good question, actually. I might do that. Like, genuinely. More intelligence. Because Kingsfield does have a dedicated community, even if the game's controls are fundamentally shitty because it's a first-person fantasy game. Is it even worth fighting that guy up there? Nah. Alright, let's see if I can roll through the boar instead of getting fucked over. Frame rate did not fuck me over. Where are you in here, boys? Alright. Boar is probably, yeah, right there. But it's fine, because I can go right here. And accidentally turned the camera the wrong way. Because I'm not used to because the Noid is destroying my brain. Alright. How do I actually want to handle this? Yeah, that'll probably work. That is correct. There is no way in hell I can play Elden Ring. Which is unfortunate, because it looks like it'll be fun. My special plunging attack didn't, so I died instantly. Thanks, game! Like, you can't even pretend that that's my fault. I did the special plunging attack, you saw the special plunging attack. Someone bankrolled the skeleton, right? Yeah, I should be able to get... I finally figured out a way to get PayPal to interact with the banks around here. Through a third party, which means I can finally set up like a Streamlabs donation thing. And I need to do that so I can get money. Yeah, DS1 is jank as fucking barely works. Which is why it's such a shame that Dark Souls 2, or Dark Souls 3 is built on the same engine. Because all of the jank carries over. Alright. Yeah, you can just walk past most enemies in Dark Souls 1, and as long as you don't stay still and keep moving towards your target, they won't actually hit you. Bizarre but true. That's just how it works. You just ignore all those enemies. Becoming a big titty anime girl. Soon to get a dog donation for some reason. No, I've not considered that. Nor will I ever consider that. Hey, there's a bridge here. I can fight enemies on that. Do I want to get my souls back? There's like a couple in there, right? Out of here, nerd. 160. Oh, that's whatever. Demon's Crest soundtrack is so fucking good. It is so fucking good. Really, really looking forward to like actually playing that game on Thursday morning if that works out. It is an incredible game. Like, it is one of the most underrated games on the Super Nintendo. Like, for some reason it gets passed off in all of the, you know, top 100 or top 10 or whatever games for the Super Nintendo, despite being good enough to be that. Which boggles me. It's, like, kind of obscure. Skyblaze is really good, too. I don't know if I'd put it in top 100 since the music is kind of bleh. And a lot of the controls get kind of jank. But Skyblazer is a fucking great game. I don't know if I put in top 100. You know, there's pretty stiff competition for that. But it is absolutely an underrated gem. I just kind of wish it leaned more into the overworld exploration mechanics behind it, because that feels like a missed opportunity. Big ribbed anime skeleton, hell yeah. I don't think I can even do an anime girl voice. Yeah, Skyblazer is an absolute wonderful game. It's a shame that it's kind of short, and that they didn't really lean into the overworld stuff as hard as they could have. Aha! Facing. Ow. Ah, there's a guy there. I got owned. Another one that hurt. Oh my god, you have never played Terra Enigma? That's another game that I was considering playing for the early hours. I wouldn't really call it an RPG. It is absolutely an action game. Skyblazer and ActRaiser mixed up. Yeah, I haven't played ActRaiser. I mean, I've played some of ActRaiser, but oh no, I did not ActRaiser. Soul Blazer. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Terra Enigma is absolutely incredible. It is legitimately like top 15 games on the Super Nintendo. A game that had shit like Mega Man X. and Super Metroid, Terranigma still managed to get to top 15. Not a whole lot of games do that. In fact, only 15 do. When you consider the size of the library, that's pretty crazy. I go back over there. I'm gonna kill that guy. I want my revenge. Can I even fight gargoyles as things are now? Maybe. Yes, it was only released in the in Europe, which is one of the reasons I want to stream it, because it is an absolute massive nostalgia bait for European viewers, especially Germans. And they make up a pretty hefty portion of who's watching me in the mornings, and my morning streams tend to do extremely well, as you can see from the 60 viewers going on right now. Too slow. I suppose my night streams just gets like 9. No? Didn't work? Okay. Fuck it. Lots of Aussie streamers. Yeah, you're in Aussie land. In terms of hours, at least. God damn it. How do I keep fucking this up? I'm gonna blame the frames again. There's too many of them. What? There we go. Alright, nerds. Come get some. 1. Oh man, my damage is terrible. Did my damage go down or something? What the hell? These guys have higher defenses? I mean, they could. They're in a later area, and therefore they have scaling. Fun fact, fists don't ricochet off shields, so the fact that I have magic damage on this means that I can wear people down through shields pretty comfortably. So I don't really care if people block. One of the few advantages Bare Fist has. Having to grind for hours to get a Baldur Sword? Yeah! Baldur Swag Sword is kind of a pain in the dick. At least it's not some of the horrible grinds in Dark Souls 2. Like the fucking OG Prowler set before the DLC came in. Bonk. Bonk. Oh, wow. Wore off in the middle of the backstab. Nice. Oh yeah, I never finished my rant about kite shields because I got interrupted by someone raiding me. Yeah, so these guys, this Baldur shield, this is a flat-topped kite shield. This was an actual shield that was used by the British. Although it wasn't steel, it was made of wood, like most shields. Yeah, steel shields are basically a fiction aside from the buckler, which is just a shield boss with a handle. Well, I've got enough to level up, too. Might as well do that, the more intelligence going. And what they usually call kite shields, like with those, like what Andre sells. With a sort of like forked top and whatnot, that's not a kite shield, that is a heater shield. Like what I'm wearing now is also a heater shield. Heater shields came in a variety of sizes and shapes. And they're called heater because some like Renaissance era nerds were like, well, this looks kind of like an iron that we heat people things with. Steel shields were too fucking heavy. Why would you want steel? It's heavy and like expensive, and also doesn't stop swords any better than wood, and in fact it's worse at stopping swords than wood because you can catch people's blades in a wooden shield. Item, where is it? Yeah, these things, these kite shields, these are not kite shields, these are heater shields. This is another type of heater shield. Heater shields had like 80 different common types of tops to them. Flat top isn't the only one. Kite shields were used by primarily the British, and were specifically fucking huge-ass shields that covered down to, like, the leg. They were usually rounded top, and the best example of a kite shield in Dark Souls is the Chaos Shield from Dark Souls 2. That is a very, very stereotypical kite shield shape. Were tower shields real? It depends on what you mean by tower shield. There was no singular shield type that was referred to as a tower shield. In fact, there was no singular shield type that was referred to as heater shield during the periods that heater shields were used. They just called it shield. Everything was basically just called shield, and the specifics of that shield varied from culture to culture and based around attitudes at the time. If you mean like really big rectangular rounded shields, yes, they're called scutums, which is just Latin for shield. And Roman infantry abused the fuck out of them. If you want an exact example of what one looks like, it's the eagle shield from this game. That is just straight up a Roman scutum without the red paint. 2, 3, 4. Ha ha! Stamina. I'm getting full and partial parries at the same time against this guy. And sometimes I'm just fucking up the parries, apparently. Yeah, see how much stamina I'm losing on the parry? That's because I'm getting a partial. But he's still acting as if he got parried because this guy's attack hitboxes are bad. And we're back to no damage. Alright, let me zip out of here real quick. The thing that he is using with the made of pure steel and being that big is not real because it's made out of steel. There were big blocky square shields that were used like that, but the closest ones that you would use were scutums. Generally, guarding the leg is not an issue with shield, because the leg is, for the most part, not something you can target in actual melee combat. It is basically impossible to score a hit on it, because they can pull it away quickly, and it's really fucking far away at all times. It's also really hard to defend, but let's not get into the details of that. The reason the kite shield covered the leg and was so long was specifically because it was for riding on a horse. Alright, let's buff up again. Damn it. There we go. Time to punch a guy. And the Roman scutum, which is the closest in shape to his tower shield, was not actually that long, because if you're gonna weight and carrying shit, like most equipment for all sorts of combat, the primary thing it does is not actually fighting. You eventually use it for fighting, but for most of the time you're just carrying it around. And since legs aren't actually like a super important thing to guard, because they're so easy to block. Oh, he healed up. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, the primary thing you did with equipment was, like, wear it and not actually use it. So cutting out excess weight so you can wear it more comfortably is very important. That's why scutums didn't bother guarding the leg. They did cover, like, the upper thighs, generally, but then you had, like, armored cowls, which were very common. Because they don't need to, like, guard any complex joint. It's basically just a tube you fit your leg into. It's not that. I can get a couple of levels in. So they'd have shorter bottom frames, but aside from that, yeah, that kind of shape of shield absolutely existed. It was employed by Roman legionnaires. Super, very powerful. Do I want to try and fight Iron Golem? I probably could. Good for shield walls, yes. Shields are really great for making walls. They're not the absolute king shit of walls, which, but I can get into the Gallowplate shit some other time. Anyway. Yeah, so what he is using is probably basically a Roman scutum, which was very boxy and rectangular. Another example of a boxy and rectangular thing was the type of shields used by the Welsh and the Gales. But again, it's not going to be quite that large because you don't really need to guard your legs much. Also, if you crouch down, you can guard your legs more easily. There is a type of shield, however, that does guard the legs, sort of, called a pavis, which was not really a shield in the classical sense. How do I put this? Like, you can block attacks with it. You absolutely can. And it's ridiculously oversized. But its role in combat wasn't being worn on the arm and blocking attacks with it. And if I want an example of what it looked like, it's the Adjudicator Shield from Demon Souls. Its purpose was that it had like these little legs that you could make it plant on the ground and be portable cover for crossbow fighting. And that's what he did with it. It was just crossbow weapon. It was portable cover for crossbow fighting. And nothing else. Damn it. One more try. Damn it! There we go. And I mean, to cover the leg says you would plant it on the ground and duck back. Wow, that did like no damage. Holy shit. Ow. Oh, that's right. You can parry bare fist on this. I forgot about that, and I'm dead. Damn. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking you couldn't parry bare fist, because you can't parry it very easily in real life. You just chop it off instead. On a related note, the Baldur side sword in this game is not actually a side sword. It's a type of S-stock. Like 100% due to the blade profile, it is a type of S-stock. That kind of diamond-shaped cross-section with a very, very sharp angle. Well, not sharp angle. Broad, wide angle rather than something that's good for cutting. You only find that in swords that are not actually meant for cutting, because the broader a blade is, the worse a time it has going through material, because the more of it has to push aside. And side swords were like these really small, like, cut and thrust rapier things, if I recall correctly. I think they were also called short swords. I'm recalling, or maybe getting them mixed up with small swords. But the point is, they were called side swords because they weren't actually a thing you'd use to kill people with. And what they have is absolutely something for killing people. Not that this guy's a rapier. But what's used for actually, like, killing people for the Baldur side sword is a type of S-stock. And S-stocks cannot chop. Like, the difference between the S-stock and a longsword is that the S-stock cannot chop. Ow, ow. I don't much care if I die here. Oh, fuck that. Whew. Okay. Yes, S-stocks are handled a bit more like a short spear with a weird handle. It's also part of the reason they were popular for boar hunts, because you could have boars kill themselves on it pretty comfortably. Yeah, let's just do this. I guess I'll get the fat ring and then take a whack at gargoyles. I don't think I'll get very far, but I'll give it a whack. And then I'll take a whack at Iron Golem, who's much easier to deal with. Is the point of pointy swords to pierce in the vulnerable for armor? Generally, yes, but not always. The pointy swords sometimes are just that way because it's depth of penetration that actually kills people rather than the width of the wound. But also sometimes they're long and thin and pointy because stabbing a guy from farther away is safer than stabbing them in melee. Well, in a closer melee. This is one of the advantages of rapiers. You can stab someone from farther away and it'll land a lethal wound because it's depth of penetration. But also, rapiers weren't specifically designed for war or actually killing people. The evolution of the rapier and its existence relative to the arming sword was because it was used for formal duels rather than killing people. Most duels with swords were not fought to the death, but fought to first blood. So having a very long and thin blade that can draw blood comfortably, that's pretty much the ideal shape for it. It's long, it's thin, it can hit them from further away than you can get hit back, so you have really long, thin weapons that draw blood easily. And I mean, in a pinch for self-defense, you could still kill someone with it, you just have to stab them. And then, like, wait for them to die, which can take a bit, because humans can fight on past death. Like, humans can fight on a mortal wound for, like, hours. It's ridiculous. If you want something that actually makes it so someone can't fight back after you score a mortal wound, you need something with a large amount of chopping power, like the German messers. Because those have a lot of stopping power. Those things will just take off a fucking limb. And that will end the fight rather than land a mortal blow. Because those are very, very, very different ideas. Yes, there's quite a difference in a fight between killing someone and actually winning the fight. It's a very important tactic to learn for a guy like me who does all sorts of violence professionally, working in a dungeon as I do, as a mid-boss. Getting the party to run away rather than actually kill me? That's a win. I don't care if, like, I don't care what anyone else has to say. Getting an opponent to, like, not fight and not go in deeper into the dungeon is absolutely a win. Showing up and being scary looking is absolutely a win. I think I'm gonna get the knight set. See how much I can roll with it. Oh, well, pawn. Pawn. Is learning defense a valid form of self-defense? Technically? If you really want, like, a valid form of self-defense, the best martial art you can study is gun. Must stop in power, insert 2 world wars here. Yes! Sure, yes. But no, the German Messer, it's actually a really interesting weapon due to the legal classifications behind it that led to the development of it working. Richard Town, not actually true. People can run after you about as quickly as you can run away from them. Unless you're like a really good runner, which, I don't know, I'm not. I'm built to stand and deliver. The best form of self-defense is understanding that a fight begins before the actual first blow is thrown and ends when someone no longer has the will to fight. Like, if you're drunk and stumbling home from a bar and some guy has said, hey, this guy's an easy target, I'll wait till he's out of sight before I mug him, that is when the fight has started. Not when the first blow has been thrown, but when he has decided on violence. And being able to convince him that you're not an easy target, possibly by just turning around and giving him a solid look, like, I know what the fuck you're doing, dude, fuck off, that is one of the best forms of self-defense. Situational awareness and the ability to communicate non-verbally are some of the best tools for keeping your ass alive. And I genuinely mean that. The other big thing that you want is looking big and scary. The Messer was classified as a knife. Yes! So, Germany had a sword ban. People weren't allowed to carry swords around. And they defined swords as something with like a wooden handle that the metal bit went through. Rather than if you have a knife, you can probably see how there's like a full bit of steel in the bottom of... Actually, I'm gonna go look up a visual guide for this real quick. Hold on. Give me just a second. Full tang, yes. That is the correct term, but a lot of people don't know what the hell that is because they never made a knife before. So, let me look that up real quick. Images. Full tang. Yeah, here we go. This is a good visual aid. Save in that folder, grab here. Hey, Hexagon, I'm ranting about knives. On screen, bring it over here. Okay, so these are knives and these are different tang classifications. Don't worry about the top one, ignore partial tang. The only ones that you care about are rat tail and full tang. If that rat tail was rounded and went all the way through a wooden thing, that would be classified as a sword under that German law, and therefore you could not legally carry it around. And that is the default construction for most swords. They have this thin metal tube that you would put a rounded handle around. But if you have something like this, a full tang, where the steel goes all the way out to the edges of the handle and is secured in place by a couple of rivets, which is what this hole is for, which is, the common the common design for most knives even nowadays, it would be classified as a knife under the German law. Therefore, to carry around a sword, what they did was get swords that had this type of tang, and called it a Messer, which is German for knife. So you had stuff like the Kriegsmesser, which is war knife, which is just a knife that you use for war, but it's still a knife rather than a sword, therefore is completely legal to carry it around. And now you know, and that was the origin of the Messer. It was a way to get around open carry laws. What makes the difference? Want me to put it back up? I'll put it back up. It's pretty simple. The rat tail tang is just like this thin tube that you put wood around, and the full tang is broader. If you want to know why the German law was like written that way, that was just a common way to construct the equipment at the time. And it was just abusing a legal loophole to carry around a sword by calling it a knife and giving it a slightly different type of tang. There's not actually a significant... Yeah, full tang is stronger, yes. Not necessarily better, because it uses more steel and is going to be slightly heavier. Alright, later Order of Dusk, and that's the main downside with full tang. Weight is a big factor, not just for carrying, but because it affects the center of balance, it affects the lightness in the hand, it affects how lively it is as a weapon. So you don't generally want full tangs on your weapon. You want what this is calling a rat tail. So they just made things with full tangs. They just made swords with full tangs, labeled them knives, and got around a weapons ban law. And that's the whole origin story of the Messer, and why it's called Messer rather than, what the hell's the German name for sword? The other big issue, well, not even really an issue, the other big factor in the design of the Messer, they make for bad swords then. Messers? No. Messers are not bad swords. They are absolutely fantastic swords. They are pretty much bigger, longer katanas that don't actually be any heavier. They're just katanas with more reach. Especially the Kriegsmesser. That one is almost straight up just a German katana. They're absolutely fantastic. Insane amounts of cutting power on them. Because this is the other thing that was affecting their design. Germany at the time thought, you know, little thin, sticky, pointy swords, like what the Italians were using with rapiers, were unmanly. Because it's very easy to land a lethal blow with a rapier, and it doesn't require a whole lot of force. Therefore, it is not a Chad weapon for Chad people. So Germans culturally preferred having more choppy swords because, you know, haha, machismo, I'm super badass because I can chop an entire limb off to win a fight. So this is why most Messers were chopping-style weapons rather than thin rapier-style weapons, despite them being contemporaries. And those were pretty much the two factors that led to the development of the Messer. Getting around a weapons ban law, yes, dick measuring competition. Getting around a weapons ban law and showing off. Those were the two factors that led to the development of this style of sword. A lot of people will tell you stuff like, oh, this was done because this sword was better, or blood gutters, or whatever the fuck. No, most swords are just like an outreach of cultural bullshit. That's just kind of how it be for humans. As Spiritbush puts it, it's basically all dick measuring competitions. Get back up here, dick. I'm gonna have to parry him a couple of times to get him off the edge. Didn't most places classify swords by length? That's mostly a British thing, actually. A lot of places didn't classify swords at all and just called them swords. I really wish this guy couldn't just walk into me to push me wherever he wanted me to go. The other issue with classifying swords by length is that you run into the fact that, knives versus swords. No, not at all. I am dick punching him, yes. It's the fastest way to get the job done. Actually, no, I'm not even dick punching him. I am punching him in the air between the knees to knock him over. Look carefully. That is not in the dick, that is between his legs. Yes, the spard. Yes, I'm punching him in the air between the knees to knock him over, because it's a Dark Souls, don't worry about it. Now, most people classified swords versus knives as just, you know, whatever was convenient for the culture at the time. Sometimes it's a matter of just, you know, actual classification of what it was designed for, sometimes it's a matter of tang, sometimes it's a matter of length. It varied a lot by culture because that's kind of how history is. It's just people make up rules and then try to stick with them and call it society. Therefore, trying to come up with good definitions for stuff is impossible. More endurance, I guess. Weapons and phrases in Castlevania games. Believe it or not, while protagonist weapons in Castlevania tend to go for not actually accurate stuff on the player side, Castlevania actually has a bunch of really, really, really good weapon examples for all sorts of historical weapons. My personal favorite is from Symphony of the Night. I'm gonna go for 3 hours this stream because my numbers are still good. My personal favorite is the flail skeletons from Symphony of the Night, because they have actual flails. So if you've seen flails in video games, there's like a weight on a long chain on a tiny handle. And that is not a weapon that has ever existed historically because of how incredibly dangerous it would be to use as a person. Like, you try to swing the thing around, you just hit yourself with it. But flails, of course, are a weapon that existed. They just had a radically different design. Yeah! Now you know what you're getting at. And the flail skeletons in Symphony of the Night are the only example I know of historically accurate two-handed flails. They have this long, full-length pole that's like 5 or 6 feet long, with a very, very tiny articulated head on the end. We've got this. I can't fight this guy yet. I'm not even gonna bother. Ow. I just want some armor. And where's it going into this? Right, yeah. And that design actually works as a weapon because the random flaily swingy bit is not going to hit back on your hands and crush them or hit yourself. It's way over in the enemy's face. And they have to deal with the fact that there's this thing randomly swinging around in all sorts of unpredictable ways. And that's not fun for them. Also, it means that if they try to stop it early, there's a good chance it's going to swing back around and hit them with extra force. Because if you try to, stop a flail swing on the top of your shield by hitting the stick, then the actual flail head is just going to swing around your shield and crush your skull. It's not exactly a weapon of great finesse or great skill, but it is a real fucking bastard to deal with. There are lots of treatises written by noblemen who are like, yeah, fuck flails. Those weapons are like cringe and they don't require skill, and they're just random and I hate dealing with them. But, random bullshit works fine if it's annoying to deal with, predict, and interact with. It's only random for the receiving side. The guy who's attacking with it always gets roughly the same area. If he doesn't need to act with a whole lot of finesse, he can just make swings with it and it'll hit. But where it's going to hit is changing just enough on the end of the opponent to make it a total bastard. Yes, people hate you for using it, that means it's working, like shotguns in World War I. Germans tried to get classified as a war crime. And that's about the extent of my history of World War I. That and spicy gas. Old Johns and salt. Yeah! Yeah, there is so much absolutely hysterical salt in history. That history is like 90% salty butthurt. It's great. Like my personal favorite, how the Vikings were seducing away all the British women by bathing. You can't be attacked with a yap. Yes, oh man. Yeah, crossbows are also a really interesting historical example because they tie into a greater theory that I have about distribution of power, mostly controlling the way the distribution of rights in a society work out. Oh, you have no idea as long as... That's why I have the weapons redeem CGI invasion, or Cecil. Because, like, you can pick a weapon, especially a historical weapon, and I know too much about it. Because I knew I used to be a blacksmith. That's how I fucked up my voice and my sense of smell and my taste. How much can I fast roll in? This is good. Maybe gauntlets as well? Yeah, gauntlets too. Not that, but if I take this off, still not that. Okay. Then we'll go back to regular pants. 26 points, that's not bad. Oh yeah, Kriegsmacer are awesome. Two-handed curved swords. They're very similar to the Murasame in this game. Kind of a shame that so many two-handed curved swords in Dark Souls are totally fictional rather than based on the actual real-life ones that exist. There's a couple of pretty famous ones, like the Fault, used by the Thracians against the Romans, which was particularly effective against them because it just had so much damn power behind it, it could cut through their shields. That's actually why Roman helmets had that really stiff crest at the top, by the way. There were a bunch of fights they were in where people using big weapons or who were just really strong in general could cut through their Helmet, yeah. I mean, it's not spelled that way. It's spelled with a C instead of an SH. But yes, the Thracians. Yes, the reason Romans had that weird crest at the top of the helmet that was later decorated was because it prevented people from just slashing into their heads. A little bit of extra reinforcement that kept their skulls intact. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take a whack at gargoyles, I think, and then probably find someone to raid. Thankfully, once I get through the fog gate, I'll have the... Ooh, I don't have humanity to kindle with. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, generally speaking, having your skull cut from, what's the phrasing they use? Crown to tooth is not a good way to survive a fight. Now, I've never personally had that happen, so I can't confirm or deny it, but it sounds right to me. Okay, where am I going? What am I doing? Going over here. Yes, through the fog gate, I will have all the time in the world. The glaive. Oh, man. Oh, man, the glaive. So I haven't got time here, so I can actually ramble about that. So, glaive. Glaives are contemporary with a bunch of other polearm classifications, like the Fouchard and Billhook, and, what's the fourth one? Fouchard, Billhook, Glaive, Gizarm, that's the fourth one. And all four of these weapons are just referring to slight differences in the shape of the pointy bit at the end of the stick. And anything that had the traits of both of them, you could have the, like you could have a Glaive Gizarm, or a Fouchard Glaive, or whatever. It just referred to whether or not it had like a little hook at the end, whether it curved forwards or backwards. Whether it had additional spikes that you could thrust with. And you can combine all of those traits in different ways, so you could technically have a Glaive, Fouchard, Billhook, Gizarm, all as, you know, just hyphens between all those words, as a single weapon. So calling Glaive a weapon by itself isn't really too accurate. It's a specific style of head on polearm. But by itself, there could be like a Glaive Gizarm, Glaive Fouchard, Glaive Billhook, Glaive Billhook Fouchard. It's a fucking mess. Yes, if you're really cool, you had a pointy bit on the bottom too. Not cool. You did that when you were expecting to fight solo. A pointy bit on the bottom would hit the people that were behind you in the army formation, which is why they were not popular for formation fighting, which is what polearms are mostly used in. But for polearm dueling, and, you know, exhibitional polearm dueling, absolutely had a pointy bit on the bottom, and it basically worked like Twin Blades from Dark Souls 2, where you can do all sorts of crazy twirly shit. And flow every blow into a blow with the opposite end. Oh, and here's another fun thing about the Glaive. The Glaive, Fouchard, Billhook, etc. nonsense was done specifically for formation fighting, where we had all of these spiky bits to tie it together. Like, you would have, like, little hooks that would, you know, bind up the other polearm user's blade, and you could force it downwards if you had the hook. At which point your buddy to the side would stab that guy and kill him. And that was the primary purpose of all of those hooks and weird shapes you see all the time. Anyway, I'm gonna go fight a boss and lose, and then raid. I completely fucked that one up in so many different ways. I'm gonna go for grass. Do I want to go for grass crest shield? No, I'm gonna. Yeah. I can still quick roll, right? Yeah. Okay. Fuck that one up real good. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Alright, the goal is to kill this guy as quickly as possible. We are focusing on burst damage, which is a bit hard if we can't fucking hit him. Oh my god, these punches are so bad! Ah, he keeps backing, stepping, and running away. Let me hit you. You know, when I get this guy down to like 40%, I'm gonna rebuff. Alright, hit the tail, that's good. Alright, when he's at the bottom of this bar, I'm gonna rebuff. Or at least try to, because the other gargoyle shouldn't spawn in quite yet, but he's very close to. Am I about to get Windows Update pop up? I might be. Alright. No, that's fine, it went through. Oh, fuck's sake, the range on this. Not off the edge, thank you. Oh my god, the range! I don't care about the damage, but the range! Broken Street Sword would be better than this, because of the range! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna come back to this fight later with, probably a great magic weapon after fighting off Iron Golem, because he's kind of a chump. But for now, I'm gonna go find a raid card. Why don't I just update Windows? Because it's not actually a Windows Update issue. It is saying that I have a pirated version of Windows, despite me having a completely legal version of Windows. Ain't that just the best? But anti-piracy inconveniences the people who actually bought it legally? Alright, let's see who's on. I'm gonna call this a Fisting Demons raid. Because that's what we did for most of this. We fisted 2 demons to death. Running the free trial version for years. I've had that problem as well. Yeah! I don't even have the free trial version. I haven't actually legally purchased version of Windows 7 that I purchased back when they were still selling it. Oh, Spermus, thank you so much for the subscription. Now, I don't tell this to a lot of people, but you're actually my favorite subscriber. That's right. My #1, beating out all of the other ones. Now, who do I want to raid? Not a whole lot of options right now. I guess I'll go for Carmelia again. You would appreciate this joke as well. Spelling it right? Never remember the spelling. Yeah, that's the one. See, the reason you're my favorite is because, you know, for one thing, you give me money. For another thing, you know, it's just a fun name to say. Spervis. Spervus. There's so many different wrong ways to say it. Pervious. It's great. Anyway, go have... Oh, wait, I forgot to raid message. That's right. Hold on. I'll do it. Raid message. Oh, LJ Native. Thank you so much for the follow. Now, I don't tell this to a lot of people. In fact, you're the person I've ever told it to. But you're actually my favorite follower. Because, you know, L and J are my favorite letters. And, I love people who are native to my favorite letters because they're so good. Fisting Demons raid. There we go. Alright, anything else I need to say? I think you all got the idea. I think you're all good to go. Anyway, go have, what the hell is she even doing anyway? It Takes Two! Oh, she's doing a collab with Ghosty. Alright. There wasn't really much else to raid on right now. I guess I could go for your Zora, but whatever. Anyway, go have fun. I will be back later tonight with, what am I doing later tonight, actually? I don't even fucking remember. It's a good thing I read a schedule. I was able to remember what the hell I was doing. Let me check real quick before the raid message goes. It's too late. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm doing, Project Zomboid. I'm doing Project Zomboid later tonight.